So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Hazard. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Well, there's the clearance. Played out towards the right wing. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now this could be a chance. It's their second corner of the game. Haaland is there and he can get that clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Goes looking wide. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hazard. And it's Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Hazard looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Here comes another cross. Corner given. So their fourth corner of the game. Cleared away. Great vision. Alexander-Arnold could try cutting inside here. And he's there to clear it. Good read, needed to be. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see.
Oh, what a mistake! Shot at goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Raul. McAllister. Messi. Out of play for a throw. Tries to dink it through. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Raul. Haaland. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. He slings it in.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
No, that's been intercepted. McAllister. Raul. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Serginho. And it's Schneider. Raul.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Messi. He's got away. Little pass back. He's in a good position here. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Very nicely done. In by Messi. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Serginho. Eder Militao with the clearance. Serginho. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Threads one in. McAllister has created one goal already. James. Ball is over the line. James. It's going to be another throw. Saliba, and he's gone searching crossfield. That's a super give and go. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it out wide. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, smashing header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Messi, and here's Haaland. Ruben Neves. Well read, nice interception. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back underway.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's a searching pass. Can he latch on to this? Not the most accurate pass. Milan are looking to break at pace. Azar. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Saliba. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Searching pass he's played there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is ended up in no man's land. Picked out brilliantly. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Azar. Ruben Neves. Opts for safety. Looking for the run. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Schneider. McAllister. James. McAllister. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, nice one too, very nice. In towards the backs, up he goes! It's hit the crossbar! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That'll be a throw-in. Serginho, roll, receives it in a wide position. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Floated through. Shot could be on. He is through here. An uncompromising challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And it's Messi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Rijkaard. Look at the space here. Great challenge, time to perfection. It's an inviting looking ball that has been cut short. That's a lovely pass. McAllister finds himself offside. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. And now the breakaway. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Raul.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's gone forward.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Can he get on the end of this? Messi in acres of space out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Cleared without hesitation. He's in a great position here.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Saliba makes the interception. And he's managed to get free. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. That has not gone well. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable. Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Tries from a long way out. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And it's Rice. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! Dealt with nicely by the defence.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Abraham. That's a nicely shaped ball. Face that shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh no, this does not look good. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Alexander-Arnold, Messi, Fofana spots it and intercepts. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Foden! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Foden brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
It's a sharp pass. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. And he's in on goal. He is through here. Milan have reclaimed it. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that is high.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. He's in a great position here. Rodri knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Searching pass he's played there. Now that's well seen too. Casillas. Fermin. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Mbappe. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Played into space out wide. Not the most accurate pass. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that is as far as they're going to go. Played back in. Hazard. There's the shot! It's a goal! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Attenzione, la sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. Looking here to alter the... Ruben Neves! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Greenwood. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Can he get it through? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Casillas gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Serginho. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe, and he's found a way past. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Camavinga with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Eder Militao, Messi, Alexander-Arnold, aimed beyond the defence. That has ended up in no man's land. And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And it's Messi. And he plays one through. And the shot! And again they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Foden.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Ruben Neves is eyeing up his options in the middle. Now that is commitment to the cause. Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Greenwood really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Just eases him off the ball. Camavinga serves up a cross. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. So we've reached the hour mark.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's taking no chances there. Soulé. That's an imaginative pass. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Here's Rodri. Foden. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Messi. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Hazard. Viene sostituito con il numero 5.
No, he's missed it.
Ruben Neves will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Foden gets a good foot in there. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's got the beating of his man. Fofana cuts out the pass. Good ball, good take. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Mbappe going face to face with his great rival. Rafinha. And now the breakaway. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Rafinha. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. And he can clear it away. So what can they make of this? Oh, just skips past his man. Mbappe. He's free. He's had a shot. And it's in. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Numero 10. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 27.
Chelsea give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Has a look and plays it forward. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Ruben Neves. Greenwood. Chelsea have got it back and they'll have another go. And that's put paid to a promising move. Thinks about the shot. And it's made its way to him. And the finish! Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now is this the final assault? Eder Militao. And he thumps it clear. Decent progress down the left. And it's Camavinga. Showing great feet there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
Corner number 2 then.
Viene sostituito con il numero 14.
Keeper's dealt with that. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game. Rafinha! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hakimi, looking for a runner. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Nice looking ball. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Messi, not the most accurate pass. And it's Serginho. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now there's a fine ball. Decent chance! And it's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, he's caught him in or out. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that's a poor penalty.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. The pass has gone astray. Now, can they get him away? And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good alertness. Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi looking to get on the end of this. Milan are one down despite having the better chances here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Nuno Mendes. And he's been shifted off it. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he finish? Rodri. Now it's Hazard. Hakimi. Here's Rodri. And it's Fernandes. Distributed tidily. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves serves up across. Oh, well played.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Nicely weighted ball. Look, he's having a shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Messi. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rafinha. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Rafinha. Hazard. And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Looking for the run. No, it's come to nothing. And now they can clear their lines. Eder Militao. Mbappe. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, good spread. Well, that has not gone well. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Shapes to shoot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
A case now of complete control. Van Dijk. Eder Militao. Hakimi. Fernandes. Eder Militao makes the interception. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Over to the left.
That's going in strongly.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Serginho. Alexander-Arnold.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's been slipped through. Oh, that's fabulous. And the flag has stayed down. He can get that clear. Now it's Mbappe.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Van Dijk. Nuno Mendes. Almost an hour gone. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well timed, excellent interception. Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Oh, great feat, that.
Messi on a strong run down the right. Elects to cross. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And he can clear it away. Fernandes. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Messi has got himself a free kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Hazard. Lascia il campo per il numero 22.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Van Dijk picks it up from the goal kick. Milan are of course in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Messi gets into a good position. There's the shot! He scores! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Madrid are having a ball here. Eder Militao. Fernandes. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He's got away. Hazard. He stands tall and strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20. Lascia il campo per il numero 19.
Rodri. Played back to the goalkeeper. Oh no! Foden! Oh, it's hit the post! Van Dijk. And it's Mendes. Hazard. Now it's Hazard. And he's managed to get free. Hazard. That's tidy. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Van Dijk.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Oh, that is asking for... Oh, shooting chance! He's put it wide. Oh no, this does not look good. Chance! Oh, denied at the last. Milan have their second corner now. Hakimi getting this one clear. Cross to the back post. And that has been knocked. And the volley. It's hit the upright. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.